Thatcherism, until the day she dies. Fight Vikings. Fight the woolly mammoth. Fight Y2K. Fight plague. Fight AIDS. Not AIDS. We're still on that one, aren't we? So one thing I've noticed as a sexy, powerful, stylish, thrifty man is that if you've ever been in a large group of friends, it's men and women, and there tends to be a little bit of overlap because everyone's a big group of friends, but the men really want to have sex with the women, and the women are oblivious to it. And when you're a socially awkward, sexy, powerful, stylish, thrifty man like me, there are very few weapons you have in your arsenal. One of the most powerful weapons is the subtle inclusion of an X at the end of a text message, signifying basically that I want my dick in you ASAP. Now, you can't just throw out that X, and you can't just use it any time. You have to be subtle about it. Of course, fortunately, a friend of mine named PJ O'Malley, which is a delightful Irish name if there ever was one, he used the X in the wrong kind of context. He had the hots for this girl, and we were all going away for the weekend. He said, "Oh, it's going to be a great weekend. Can't wait to see you. X, X, X." Which is just so many wrong things he's done there. He's completely blown it. So we all find out about this. We all start laughing about it and making fun of him. And he comes up to the weekend away, and he's a little bit embarrassed, but he tries to play it off, saying, "Oh no, I throw X's in all my text messages." And I'm like, you're clearly lying, sir. So for a couple of weeks after that, I had to put up with a 20-year-old man from rural County Mayo sending me text messages with X's in them. "Hey Kevin, have you got my HDMI cable? X." "Sure do, PJ." Now, I mentioned that I got some likenesses before to looking like paedophile and Jim Royal and things like that. I've gotten a lot of flack over the years for my appearance, which is quite disturbing. One particular one I used to get quite a bit was "Where's Wally?" People come and say "Where's Wally?" to me, despite the fact that Wally clearly has not got a beard. See, gentleman over there rocking that Hawaiian shirt. You, sir, high five with the boom. We ran across this man, that badass shirt. I usually wear a Hawaiian shirt a lot of the time. I think Hawaiian shirts need to be brought back in full force. Confidence gets rocked now and then when people come up and give you some commentary on the old Hawaiian shirt. Walking through the streets of Lincoln, a guy comes up and goes, "Hey, nice Hawaiian shirt, you jackass. Living la vida loca." What? A man in Lincoln came up to me outside Lloyd's and said, "Hey, Stephen Hawking." What was it about me walking across that elicited that reaction? Of course, one of my favourite ones I ever got was when I was 15, before I had a beard. There was a time before I had a beard. I was not born this way. This gave my mother a rash upon exit. I used to get Jack Osborne quite a bit. I actually, by one very astute observer here in the University of Lincoln, was told I looked like Jack Osborne if he let himself go a bit and grew a beard. So there's still some remnants in that, but you got to understand, it was 2003. I looked a bit like Jack Osborne. I had spiky hair, I had glasses, I was kind of fat. It was awful. Everywhere I went, I got Jack Osborne, Jack Osborne, Jack Osborne, and it really got to me, because when I was around 15, I started to become a very angry young man. We went on a school trip to Mountjoy Prison, which is the biggest prison in Ireland, as you do, you know, on a nice school trip. And they take us through there, and it's the most condescending tour we've ever been brought on, because you've got a group of 16-year-olds, around 100 of us walking through this prison. We all go to a private Catholic boarding school, and we're looking at the scum that washes up on the shores of Dublin. And they go, "Look at this guy over here. Yeah, he's going to be here for a long time. And look at that guy over here. He bet his wife, and now he's getting beaten up by a big guy named Dennis." And the worst one was, there was a guy, and he was sweeping up the piss-filled halls of Mountjoy Prison. And God bless him, he was trying hard. And he was sweeping up, and the security guard turns to us and he goes, "This guy here, he sweeps up a bit. We consider him to be one of the better inmates. We give him a Mars bar at the weekend." Like, I'm like, I feel sorry for the guy, you know, it's a bit demeaning. Until he turned around to me and he says, "Here, mate, you look like Jack Osborne." Which I turned to him and I said, "You, sir, are in prison." Thank you, Kevin, man. Good night.